Legal officer, I don't remember which, it was sometime late last year, when we got the ruling, which was saying that SRC computation was the correct one, which is the horizontal progression, and which froze increments. It doesn't matter how you feel about it. These are constitutional bodies clearly mandated to deal with issues of salaries. Their opinions carry the power of what? Of High Court judge. And they have been supported by Court of Appeal. So we took you back to the horizontal progression. And when you look at that horizontal progression, ladies and gentlemen, from the figures we pay, we are paying you 68.9. Go and compute. Now, when we were being jailed and all those other shenanigans I was telling you about, we were told you cannot keep staff getting a fraction of the salary. Although you are petitioning the government, you have power. So rationalize staffing. We were told in the court. So ladies and gentlemen, that's why you are here, for me to tell you, having looked at those deficits, the funding gap we have can only be addressed by right sizing. We call it retrenchment, but it's actually right sizing. Some of you, we shall part ways, but we shall also recruit others. Let me give you an example. That is right sizing. I wanted to give a clear illustration so you understand. I want to use academic staff. We have academic staff whom we recruited because we had programs which were being taught. The programs have not attracted students for the last 4 to 6 years. So those programs are suspended, and we have been paying our colleagues, and those colleagues will find a way of them doing what? Allowing them to go for green pastures. Because here when I look at even the courtyard, the grass is very scorched. Then we also have departments without enough lecturers. So those departments, we shall address them. We will recruit to have a critical mass to help them deliver the curriculum. That's why I was saying, we'll let others go and we shall do what? It happens. Let me just give an example. Here, we have a lot of senior people who somehow don't do work. When you ask the supervisor why the person is not working, because that's when they are asking for what? For more. But you are saying, but you have senior fellows. We want to stop this contract. No, if you stop this contract, this thing will not work because this person cannot deliver. Who is saying so? Your immediate supervisor. So if you are the one, a senior one, who has not been working so that we employ a junior one to do your work, we right size you. So we can mean with the junior one who is taking home less and you is having a lot of money, you do what? You go home. I'm trying to give you examples of right sizing because you are unable to carry your share of what is expected. And if you are a registrar, a deputy registrar, a senior assistant registrar, and you are unable to perform, and we have to employ fellows to do your job, do we need you? How come now you are quiet? Do we need you? No. Because if that junior one is the one actually working, shouldn't we retain the junior one? The way you are quiet is you are very afraid that that is your behavior. I hope not. And also, when you right size, you are optimizing. What you are creating is a lean and mean machine that delivers the objectives of the university. That will be the focus, and we have been doing it quietly, but now it has come to a head, and we must be prepared for it. Ladies and gentlemen, it is through right sizing that we'll be able to manage the wage bill. Once the issues have been fully worked out, identified, your unions will be communicated to officially, and then it will depend whether the government gives us money or it doesn't do what? It doesn't give us money to retrench you. But from that time on, those who normally don't work, then you see we have a problem. And as I've said, it affects people from grade 1 to grade 15. So even a professor can be retrenched. The way a cleaner can be retrenched. But we will give fairness, we will develop tools that guide. And we have been engaging last week your unions. And the tools will be given to them for their input before we apply. I'm not going to look at my friend there and say, well, you need to be retrenched. No. There will be clear criteria where you must go. And I'm only driving the ship. I don't know, I think 95% or more of staff here. So don't say Kibwage is retrenching us. No, you will be retrenched by your colleagues who know whether you work or you don't work. And that way we are going to bring the wage bill. Once we bring it to some specific level, then some other decisions should be made. Or as a government, we are this wisdom direct. So with those many remarks, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to finish my small Kamukunja address. But as I tell people, since you normally don't catch up with me to ask you questions, you get a chance to ask me questions.